If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button as well as the bell to be notified of future videos. Thank you.
Well. Hello, Internet. Great of you to be around here again to join me for my Christmas music special edition. I was in two minds. Should I or should I not do a top 20? But yes, I have to do a top 20, and I'll explain just now. So, you guys are now by now used to, and girls, I keep on doing that. Sorry, I do apologize. You folk are by now used to this format of mine. I hope. If you're not, go back and go and look and see at the past two editions where we started off with I started off with the 1977 top 20, and then I did the 1978, and this is the 1979. And why I say I was in two minds is because I was just going to pull out some random vinyl here and uh, chat about that, but then I remembered that I'd already prepared the podcast, the Christmas special podcast, and that's why I want to mention that. The Christmas special podcast is a 3.5 hour podcast that I've shared my music, my Christmas special music with you guys and gals and everybody else in between that wants to listen. Ja, as julle wil luister, die link is hier onder. Koos het hom vir ons hier onder aangesit. En julle kan maar gaan luister. Ek het dit probeer so middle of the road as moontlik hou, dat almal kan hulle selfs geniet of dalk iets niets hoor wat hulle kan waardeer. So yes, that's the point. Appreciation of music and fine music. And at this time of the year, if you're standing outside braaiing, I've given you 3.5 hours of podcast so that you don't have to go and turn the vinyl every 10 minutes or every half an hour or every so often, or you don't have to dig in your podcasts. You can just, at least in your what is that thing called? Your iPlayer. I don't know what they're called. I just don't do that kind of technology. Anyway, I'm going to stop waffling, and I'll just remind you that this is the Christmas special. You can see here. Yes, Christmas Dolly has joined me. And at the end of this top 20, I'm going to put in a little snip of a very special young lady that's come to pay her Opa a visit. So I'm going to just run through the top 20, post haste, post quickly. So here we go. This is my top 20. Again, I will put in the details. Well, they'll flash past here, the top 20 and the rules. I'm not going to redo the rules. Okay, 1979, once again, using the reference material of three websites that you can see below. So 20 is Waiting for an Alibi, Thin Lizzy. Now, this could have been much higher. So some of these could have been much higher, some could have been much lower. I had to include Thin Lizzy from an Irish point of view. Number 19, Some Girls by Racy. Surely this has to make the list somewhere along the line because it really got the toes tapping. Then more Irish content. Number 18, I Don't Like Mondays, or Tell Me Why I Don't Like, or whatever you want to call it. That other fellow and the Boomtown Rats. What's that other fellow's name? Yeah, you know, I've forgotten his name. Anyway, 17, Night Owl, Jerry Rafferty. This could have been, for my way of thinking, could have been about number one. I love Jerry Rafferty's music, good stuff. Tortured Soul produces great music. 16, we haven't had Blondie in any of the lists before. So here's Heart of Glass. When she was at her best this period. Okay, then we had Number 15, Michael Row the Boat Ashore. Richard John Smith. I'm sure you remember that, you South Africans. I'm sure you remember that one. My God. No, I'm not going to try. 14, Boys Keep Swinging, David Bowie. We have to have David Bowie in here somewhere. And this was about the first entry of his in the 1979, and the only entry. And I found this, I have to include David Bowie. So I found this on the UK list. Number 13, and I mentioned this in the last one, Tusk, Fleetwood Mac. I do appreciate the Tusk double. I think it was some of their better stuff. Others will disagree with me. Not all of it on Tusk, but it was a concept thing. So we'll just give them the benefit of the doubt. Number 12, crazy little thing called love. Yeah. We can't really do any of this period annual lists without including Queen, can we? And then off the South African one, and it suits us fine, Toto, Hold the Line. Enjoyed Toto, enjoyed the West Coast rock, call it what you want to, soft rock. It was good stuff. Still enjoyed listening to Toto. And of course, I'm not even going to mention that song that everybody associates with Toto. So we'll speak about Hold the Line this time. Number 10, I'm into the top 10 now. Promises, Eric Clapton, Mr. Clapton himself. I think he's got to be on virtually every list created ever. Okay, so the previous one in the 1978 one, I told you about our experience at Mr. Clapton's concert once upon a time here at Malahide Castle in Dublin. So I'm not going to tell you that again. And then here's a bit of a fun one. Typically off the UK one, some of these come because they found a mark there at this stage of the game. The music format, style, call it what you want to, was changing, and you could see a marked result of that on the UK charts, especially. I'm not going to tell you that I didn't include the Pistols for a very good reason, because I think although anarchy is good sometimes, I didn't really enjoy that kind of punk rock. That wasn't for me. It wasn't because, well, any case, number 9, Ian Drury and the Blockheads, Hit Me With Your Rhythm Stick. Ja, klap my met jou, wat sal ons dit noem, stokkie. Anyway, klap my. Then we had the Police at number 8, Message in a Bottle. They sort of, I don't know, did they change music a little bit? Did their influence, Sting's influence on the music scene? I think off that particular first LP of theirs, this is for me about the best one, although there were others. You could disagree with me. Feel free to disagree with me. Just don't talk ugly to me. We're just doing this for a whole lot of fun and to get the memories jogged and to get some conversation on the go. All right, that was number 8. Number 7, listen to me, number 9. Number 7, My Sharona. You remember that one? Much like Some Girls by Racy, My Sharona by The Knack. So catchy. You just have to enjoy it because it gets your blood pumping a little bit above the normal level. Okay, now number 6. Some of you might disagree with me about this one and have many things to say about this one, but I really, really enjoyed the Charlie Daniels Band. The Devil Went Down to Georgia. This is a terrific piece of foot-stomping folk rock, blues. Call it what you want to. Call it country rock. Call it what you want to. It's great. And there's a couple of other versions out there that maybe in the distant future I'll play you some. But for now, that one was on the list, on the top 20, the US list. So obviously I had to include it. Now, as I often say, the top 5 can be randomly swapped and changed and whatever. This was on the day when I prepared this. This was your top 5. And I've also included playing this top 5 in the Christmas special. So you'll find it there. And I hope you enjoy the music. Number 5, Don't Bring Me Down, Electric Light Orchestra. They also infectious. That's the only way I can describe them in a short period of time. Then number 4, Gary Moore, Parisian Walkways. Now, at this point in time, Gary Moore was in high demand. He even was lead guitarist for Thin Lizzy, and he did a lot of other work. The man was a bit of a genius with the guitar. Another Irish influence you have there, Parisian Walkways. And then number 3, 2, and 1. Any order, you pick them, you choose them. I just put them in this order. Another Brick in the Wall, Part 2, Pink Floyd. Do I have to say much more? Off the Wall, this was the song that was banned in South Africa and caused all sorts of was it bad? I can't remember, but it caused all sorts of, yes, I think it was, because it was supposed to have influenced the riots and all those kinds of things, the unrest. And another Brick in the Wall, Pink Floyd. For me, this was one of the weakest contributions off the wall. You'll get other cuts out of me in the future. I'll hardly ever play another Brick in the Wall, aka We Don't Need No Education, blah 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 blah. Taken out of context, it can be used in any way. So number 2, of course, this had to be in there. It could have been number 1, but because it was played to death, I will leave it at number 2. Sultans of Swing, Dire Straits. Need I say much more? I don't think so. Terrific piece of music that also grabbed the world by the neck and said, listen to me, Mark Knopfler, listen to me. Now, I will very often include him in my podcasts in different formats, in different guises, on his own and with others, because he's just a magic musician. All right, and then number 1, and don't slap me, this is my number 1, this is my list. Take the Long Way Home, Supertramp. I'm a massive Supertramp fan, always have been, from school days when Crisis What Crisis and Crime of the Century and those LPs first hit the scene in the mid 70s for us there in the good old SA. A friend introduced me, a friend that hopefully I will drag to Legacy Conversations at some point in time. I'd love to speak with him. He was in the same class and he went to the Navy, studied, and he became a degaussing specialist. And that's about his brother was also in the Navy. Well, both his brothers were in the Navy. So, yes, I'd love to speak with those folks sometime. I won't name names at this point in time, but I hope I can get hold of them. Anyway, as I say, that's our top 20, 1979. I hope that gets your party vibe and your juices going. And remember, take it casual, take it calm, and don't do to others what you wouldn't want done unto yourself. And I'm going to say this: I've already prepared for you a New Year's Day podcast special. So subscribe to the podcast if you want them delivered whenever I let them go. I'm going to try to do at least one a month. The generous folk at Legacy Conversation have allowed me to subscribe to the podcast, to the pro. And in other words, this is payback for the Legacy guys, for you to enjoy your what shall we call it? Your leisure time around the braai, or if you're just sitting down, or if you're in the car driving, or whatever you're doing. If you can stomach my voice, I promise I will always have some good music for you to listen to. So that's it. As I said, after this, you're going to get that special little special clip for me. So from us, I will leave you the message in that little clip. So I have very little more to say apart from have a terrific time. And don't forget, there'll be a New Year's special, which I'll probably podcast, which I'll release on the 31st, maybe the end of the 30th, whatever, but it will be released. So I do wish you a great time. Remember the meaning. Okay. That's, as we say in the classics and on Legacy Conversations. Until we meet again, God bless. I'm looking skew eyes because my camera is that side, but I have to share this moment with you. Look at that. That's Missy V, our American grandbaby. She come to visit Opa for Christmas. There, what a pleasure. There you go. Look there. There's a cute one. Come on, you're going to smile for us? Yes. Or burpee or smile. I thought I had to share this privilege with you guys. There you go. For Christmas. I hope you enjoy Christmas and be peaceful and restful and have a great time. Look at big eyes. Big eyes. Look there. So from me and ours, yes, look there. From me and ours, all of us here in Ireland, and the rest of my extended family all over the planet, for that matter, we wish you a Merry Christmas. And also, may your Happy New Year be, may 2023 be filled with more joy and happiness than what you can handle. Yes. More joy than what we can handle. Yes.